Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Mary, for that wonderful introduction. I would not say effortlessly. That transition from Brooklyn mom to First Lady is quite a big step. So it's an honor to be here at the 20th Annual Women Mean Business Luncheon, and I know you really mean business. I bring you greetings from my husband, our mayor, Bill de Blasio. Isn't he doing a terrific job? Many of you have known Bill from when he was council member and then as public advocate. He's always pushing for the protection of the legal right to shelter. He has worked in close partnership with you and looks forward to your continued support in helping us make New York City a place where everyone has a chance to make it. So thank you, everyone who works with the Coalition for the Homeless, for understanding the importance of preventing people from becoming homeless in the first place. I personally appreciate that you are so persistent and so relentless in trying to put yourselves out of business. And I want to thank you, former Mayor Dinkins and Barry Burke, for your continued support of the coalition. I also want to acknowledge our Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services, Lilian Barrios Paoli. She's right over here. Thank you, Kramer Levin, for your commitment and support for the coalition and the First Step Job Training Program. And please, everyone, give the graduates of the First Step Job Training Program another round of applause. Graduates, we applaud you because when the odds were stacked against you and barriers loomed large, you still found a way. You found the courage and strength to transform your life and the lives of your loved ones. You stuck with the program, and you proved to yourself and to anyone who ever doubted that you could do it. What you have achieved takes faith and a tremendous belief in your own abilities. We can never really know your pain or your fears, but we are witnesses to your strength and to your determination. You are remarkable women, and I'm so delighted that we are here celebrating with you today. You know, everyone has tough times. It doesn't matter who you are. That's just the way life is. There are good times, and there are times that are not so good. But when the going gets tough, some people are fortunate, and they have family or friends or both to lean on. Some people have like an amazing financial support, and they're really lucky. They have all that. It's what I call a giant safety net. Because we know sometimes it only takes one accident, one tragedy, a loss of a job or a business to push a family into a catastrophic situation. So we all need a safety net, and no one benefits when people fall through the cracks. Right now, there are more than 52,000 people in our shelter system. A majority of them are women and children. I mean, just think about that number, 52,000. We heard one story, one long story, but Rosalind, what a star you are. And when you think about that, you multiply that by 52,000. I mean, that's just unbelievable. This is not acceptable. That's a population the size of a small city like Hoboken. And the main cause of this homelessness is evictions. The second highest cause is domestic violence. And again, it's unacceptable that so many people lose their homes and in such a traumatizing way. You know, I'm here today because I want to make sure that you know that the de Blasio administration and I am committed to using whatever influence I have as First Lady and as Chair of the Mayor's Fund to work towards an end to these terrible situations. The mission of the Mayor's Fund is to find innovative solutions to some of the biggest challenges facing the citizens of our city, like homelessness. And we pursue this mission by fostering partnerships between government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and private funders. Now, that might sound like government speak, but it translates into real programs that have real impact. I know there is no one cure-all, so if we want to reduce homelessness and address the root causes, we're all going to have to work together and work together in new ways, too. And preventing small problems from escalating into big problems is really the key. That's the reason why the de Blasio administration has been so vocal when it comes to the education of our children. It's the reason why we pushed so hard for universal pre-K classes for New York City children and after-school programs for our middle school students. Because we know that if we start early, we can prevent problems from ever starting. We have the statistics, and we know from experience that if children get a good, high-quality early education, they are less likely to fall into poverty, less likely to get arrested, less likely to go to prison, less likely to take drugs, and more likely to live a healthy, productive life. Again, we have the numbers. This is a fact. So I am just so delighted that just days ago we achieved a historic victory when New York State reached a budget agreement that will change the lives of thousands of children and their families. Beginning in September, our children will have the opportunity to attend free, full-day pre-K classes. It's an unprecedented triumph for our children and parents and our families throughout our city. Together, we will finally begin to improve our public school system by establishing a strong foundation early for all of our children from every borough. The state budget agreement also recognizes the city's devastating homeless crisis, and the agreement represents a new beginning in our approach to homelessness by clearing the way for a rent subsidy program that will help families transition out of our shelter system. Yes, you can definitely clap for that. In addition, the agreement provides a rent cap for those diagnosed with HIV or AIDS. And I am so excited about these initiatives, which are just the tools we need to start making more tangible progress. I think we all do better when we all do better. Right? You do. And there are some other wonderful things that are happening in our city. In my travels around New York as First Lady and Chair of the Fund, I have an opportunity to see quite a few innovative programs and programs that are best practices, and I write about them. I describe the programs and the people I meet on my Tumblr, which is called FlowNice. The initials FLONYC stand for First Lady of New York City, and you can find my blog at flownice.tumblr.com. Now, it's an interactive blog with photos, videos, stories, and poetry, and when you get a chance, I hope you will check it out. I want to share with you what I'm doing because I want to hear from you. I know all of you have ideas, you've got people, networks, things that you're involved with, which can be helpful in our partnership to move the city forward. And I would really like, I can't talk to all of you as individuals, but I can hear from you. So please check out FlowNice and let me know what you're doing. One of the things you'll read about is the Job Readiness Course operated by the Osborne Association. And that's a program that helps our young adults who have been involved in the justice system move past their mistakes. You'll also see that I was recently at the opening of the city's 4th Family Justice Center in Lower Manhattan. And the justice centers are open to and provide crucial support to anyone who has suffered through abuse. That's domestic abuse, elder abuse, any kind of abuse. In one visit, survivors can meet with a prosecutor, speak with a trained counselor, and apply for housing and financial assistance. These centers create a safe haven and give legal and social services for people who often have nowhere else to turn. We have 4 centers now, 1 in each borough, and the goal is to open up a 5th next year in Staten Island. Making this resource even better is the new partnership just announced between Columbia University Medical Center and the Bronx Family Justice Center that will include a program for much-needed mental health services. Repairing and rebuilding lives is what these centers is all about. And we look forward to expanding these kinds of services. There's a great need for them, and we're going to do all we can. I'm going to finish by saying thank you for remembering that we are all connected, for remembering that we are all part of one human family, and if we are to survive, we need to take care of one another. Thanks to dedicated and compassionate people like you, our city is still a place where people from different backgrounds have an opportunity to succeed. So please, keep on doing what you're doing. When you touch another person's life, you never know how much you are helping or where it may take that person. One day, someone from this audience could be standing where I am today. And congratulations again to all the graduates. You're really such stars. I'm so proud of you. Please keep on working toward your dreams and never give up. Never. Thank you.